Hare Krishna everyone, welcome to Shikshashtakam series part 2. So in part 1, we talked about the origin and the importance of Shikshashtakam. In this particular video, let's take a look at the very first verse. Let's all chant the shloka first and then understand the meaning. Cheto darpanamarjanam bhavamahadavagni nirvapanam Shreya kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam आनन्दाम्बुदिवर्धनं प्रतिपदं पूर्णामृतास्वादनं सर्वात्मस्नपनं परं विजयते श्रीकृष्णसङ्कीर्तनम्. So what a beautiful verse. Param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. So Mahaprabhu is saying, may the congregational chanting of the holy names of Krishna be supremely victorious. Now, what makes it supremely victorious? Why is it important to chant the holy names of Krishna? Well, he is listing 7 important benefits, 7 perfections of chanting the holy names. Starting with Cheto Darpanamarjanam. So, the very first benefit of chanting the holy name, it cleanses the dust from our consciousness, from our heart. And the example given for this is Darpana means a mirror. Marjanam, the act of cleansing. So just like a mirror, when it is filled with dust and we go stand in front of it, we can't really see who we are. So similarly, there's the dust of millions, billions, trillions of lifetimes accumulated, contaminating our consciousness. So we are not able to see our real identity. So what does the dust mean? It means the misconception of our identity, to think that I am the body when I'm actually the soul. In fact, this is exactly what Krishna tells Arjuna in chapter 2, shlokas 11 to 30. The moment he assumes the position of spiritual master, the very first thing Krishna is trying to do is he's removing the misconception, the misidentity of Arjuna, that you're not the body, you're the soul. Because as long as we are identifying with this body, then we have unlimited material desires, and in order to fulfill those desires, we are going through this loop of papa, punya, and getting engulfed in the karmic bondage. So holy name will remove that very root cause, the misidentification. The more and more we chant sincerely the holy names, the more and more we realize that I am the soul, not the body. And the second benefit, Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam. Bhava means material world. You must have heard the phrase Bhava Sagara, material ocean. Maha means great. Dava is a forest. Agni means fire. So this great forest fire of this material world is troubling every single soul. No exception. Everybody is being troubled. It's just that the type of problem may vary, intensity of the heat may vary, but everybody is suffering. So what to do about this forest fire, great forest fire? Nirvapanam, the holy name will douse this fire, it will put it off. And once the heat is gone, what happens? Shreya kairava chandrika vitaranam. The soothing, cooling, benevolent rays of Chandrika, the moon, is being scattered. And what is that moon? That is the love of Godhead. Kairava. Kairava is a special type of lotus. It's a white lotus. And what is the speciality of this white lotus? Unlike the pink lotus, which blossoms in sunlight, this white lotus blossoms during moonlight. So similarly, when the love of Godhead, Krishna Prema, the soothing rays are being scattered by way of chanting the holy names, the lotus, the white lotus, which is our soul, it also blossoms. Shreyaha. Shreyaha means fortune. Everybody wants to be fortunate, but hardly anybody understands what is the real fortune. People think having money is fortune, fame and name, that is fortune, power, position, status, relationships, but none of that. So what is the greatest fortune? It is Krishna Prema, love of Godhead. So number 4, Vidyavadu Jivanam. Vidya means knowledge. So there are 2 types of knowledge, material knowledge and spiritual knowledge. Material knowledge is avidya. Spiritual knowledge is Vidya, transcendental knowledge. So, what is the Jivanam, the life of knowledge? That is devotion. Any knowledge that is not helping you increase your love, increase the devotion towards the Supreme Lord, that is not knowledge. That's ignorance. Durvidya. And why this word Vadu is used? Vadu is a bride, wife. So the life of the wife is supposed to be her husband. So this wife, which is the transcendental knowledge. So the life of the wife called transcendental knowledge is holy names. That's the essence. And number 5, Anandambudhi Vardhanam. Ambudhi means ocean. And what type of ocean? It's Anandambudhi. It's an ocean of bliss. It's very interesting. Because in this world, we only see an ocean of salt water. When we read Bhagavatam and other scriptures, they tell us that in other lokas, there are oceans of oil, oceans of sugarcane juice, ocean of liquor, ocean of yogurt, ocean of so many different things, sweet water. But this ocean is an ocean of bliss, happiness. And that too, what type of ocean? An ocean that is ever increasing, Vardhanam. So, although the ocean that we see in this world is definitely very vast, but it is limited, it's not increasing. But this ocean is ever increasing now. Who would not want to experience bliss that is always increasing? And then Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadanam. Pratipadam, every step, Purna Amrita Aswadanam. We are relishing Purna Amrita, complete nectar. My God. So again, in our experience right now, the happiness is intermittent. It's not continuous. Sometimes it is there, sometimes it is not there. But this bliss, the transcendental bliss, Pratipadam, it's thrilling every moment. In fact, Sanjaya tells in the very end of Bhagavad Gita to Dhritarashtra that simply by recollecting the divine dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, he is experiencing thrill. His hair is standing on end. So people, when they want some kind of adventure, thrill, they go do like bungee jumping, skydiving. But how long is that thrill going to last? But if you want the real thrill, a thrill that's going to be there every step, then take up Krishna consciousness. Because Krishna doesn't do anything that's boring. Every pastime, everything related to Krishna is adventurous and thrilling. And when we get connected to Krishna, we also experience that thrill by way of chanting the holy names. And then number 7, Sarvatmasnapanam. This congregational chanting is a relishing bath for all the souls. Just like after a long day's work, when the body is filled with dust, sweat, and we take a nice cooling shower, it's so refreshing. Similarly, by chanting the holy names of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, it's a refreshing bath for the soul. Wiping off, cleansing all this dust, putting off the fire, cooling rays of the love of Godhead, the greatest fortune, the life of the wife called transcendental knowledge, ever increasing happiness every moment. Now, who would not want this? So my spiritual master, my beloved spiritual master Srila Prabhupada, was a businessman during his Grihastha life. So sometimes in his classes, in his lectures, you see he uses business terms. So for this shloka, he was asking, not a bad bargain, isn't it? Of course not. This is the best bargain ever. Where will you get a deal like this? That simply by chanting the holy names of the Lord, you get all these benefits. So I am definitely signing up for the deal. I hope you do too. And let's come back in the next video and relish the next verse of Sri Shikshashtakam. I hope you're relishing it. I hope your faith in the holy names increase by way of knowing all these amazing, unparalleled benefits. So until then, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Click the link below in the description to join Aradhana Online's official WhatsApp group to get access to more such motivational videos, inspirational quotes, and latest updates. Thank you.